I was about to crash out badly over this trailer. It makes me sick watching Sojourn auto-aim and even having triple level 3 turrets on Torben Stadium. I thought those two would make Stadium unplayable, and a couple of days in, and oh boy, I was wrong. What's up everybody, it's Warhorg, and I'm telling you what you should feel about Season 19 today. Right, you're watching this to know if you think the season is good. Anyways, that's what I'll be doing. I'll give you a brutal and honest review of Season 19. So let's start with the Halloween event before we dive into the patch and Stadium. So firstly, Haunted Masquerade was quite fun and cool, especially perks like Hanzo and Genji's team up, although even though it was fun, it's not a game mode I would keep playing. It's like you play a few games and then you're done with the mode. So in short, it was cool and all, but since it's not so competitive, I won't be playing it for too long. But just like the PvE, I'll get back to that, PvE isn't also that replayable. Anyways, so alongside the Masquerade, we had Junkenstein's Revenge and Wrath of the Bride come back, and I'm gonna be honest, between the Haunted Masquerade, I do think still I'd prefer the PvE mode, because it tells more of a story for me, and the replayability is actually a bit higher, since you have leaderboards in the PvE missions, which makes it fun to try and reach your leaderboards, right? So all in all, even though the game mode is cool, don't get me wrong, it's probably really fun for casual players, but personally I'd prefer a new PvE mode instead. But you tell me. But now let's get into Stadium and competitive. So firstly, Wu Yang got sledgehammer completely, and honestly it's way too much. The only nerf I really liked was the health nerf, and the nerf where they reduced the splash damage and gave him more impact damage on his primary fire. Which is nice, but yeah, they butchered my boy Wu Yang hard. And Reaper also got some massive changes, which I actually haven't tested. But I'm gonna be honest, I think it's nice. But before we go into what I'll spend the most time on, let's touch on the Battle Pass real quick. The Battle Pass skins are awesome. Except, well, whatever the fuck this is, it's so bad. But other than that, the skins are truly amazing, so props to Blizzard for these skins. Now, let's go on to Stadium. If you've stayed this far, why not just like the video? Now, we got 3 new heroes in Stadium, plus gadgets. So let's start with gadgets, because they're great. But I'm not using them. I feel like using gadgets is a waste, especially in late game, because I would waste an epic item slot on a gadget. Why would I take an item that makes me jump forward, for example, instead of an item that gives me tons of weapon power, especially when they are as expensive as normal items? I truly feel like we should make a new 7th slot for gadgets only, or another idea that I really like is that we can just remove green and blue items and just make every gadget free, and everyone can pick one gadget for the rest of the game. You feel me? Like summoner spells in League of Legends if you played League, or how relics used to work in Smite if you played Smite. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to spend 10k on a jump with 10 weapon power when I can get 15% weapon power and ignore 50% of armor, for example. You tell me what ideas you have for gadgets in the comments, because we're moving from gadgets to the new heroes, and all the heroes actually. But to make it really short, I like gadgets, it's a really good idea, but I don't think it's correctly implemented to make it worth buying gadgets. Anyways, now we got 3 new heroes and a rework. So we got Hazard, Torb, Sojourn, and an Ana rework this season, and well, let's start with Ana. I love the rework. I hate Nano Nade, but it's so much better than her old kit. I mean, they removed Tranquilizer, which gave her 500% collision slot on Sleep Dart, and I'd take a nano boost on a cooldown timer of 5 seconds over that any day. Fuck that ability. So, thank you Blizzard, you fixed Ana. Because, let's just be really quick with this, but the Tranquilizer item alone kinda ruined playing DPS in the game. Like, she just slept you even though she missed you by a mile. So now, they removed that item, gave her power in different abilities like Nade, and it's just so much nicer to play against her. Now onto another hero I'm really happy with, Sojourn. She isn't super annoying. I fully thought Sojourn would ruin Stadium. She's great. She's okay to play, and she's okay to play against. I truly have no complaints about Sojourn, actually, and this is not propaganda, I mean this. I borderline thinks it's better to play against her in Stadium than in normal ranked. So again, a really well-made hero for Stadium. But let's talk about Torb. He has 3 playstyle, or maybe 4, you could say 4. Your gun build, your hammer build, turret build, and well, I guess the Molten Core build. But it's only 1 power so for the Molten Core build, so yep, I mean, great. Many different playstyles. Well, Except all of them suck, but the gun build. You can easily destroy his 3 turrets. His hammer build is basically just funny. It's fun to use, but just funny trolling because it's bad. Because you'd still do more damage with your gun, and the lava build is, well, I guess it's okay. I think it's a well-designed kit, but the counterplay is just so easy that it doesn't work at all. Most heroes in Stadium are very mobile, so you want to get close to them with your hammer, or they can just move out of your lava, and your turrets don't really do much. So I hate to say it, but I actually think we need to buff Torb in Stadium, at least his hammer and turrets. Now let's get into the meat of the video, and we're gonna spend some time with this. I might actually make a different video on this topic because I'm really passionate about this. I'm really passionate. Hazard. I'm trying not to crash out, because Hazard is just way too tanky with his ability power. So let me get this straight. He is really tanky, we have nothing to deal extra damage to his block, he has lifesteal on Spike Guard, and at the same time, Spike Guard scales with ability power, so you cannot kill him while he has it. And you can say, oh, well, you can just run away, he can't chase you. He will chase you down with his leap and more or less just one-shot you. There's nothing you could do, he's just ridiculous. If you need a reason to come back to Overwatch, Stadium is it. Because compared to the last season, it's really fun. Well, maybe because I don't play Genji now, because he's left in the dust. He has a lot of counters in this mode now, and still hasn't recovered from the Season 2 nerfs. But yeah, Stadium, perks, bans, and map votes are great if you want to come back. But if you need a reason not to come back, delete the game or take a break, playing against Hazard will fully do the trick, trust me. Hazard. He is worse to play against than the Ana Dart. He is worse than Kiriko's Tuzu. Even Kiriko's clone build was better than Hazard right now. But Blizzard will definitely nerf him, so it's going to be alright in the end. All in all, if you exclude Hazard from this, and maybe, I mean, I do wish we'd had some PvE instead of Masquerade, even though Masquerade is good, don't get me wrong, but if we had some PvE instead, this season is really good, both for casual and for competitive players. Let me know if you've enjoyed it so far, and if you're watching this before Halloween, why not like the video and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.